Hi, welcome back to Crochet Creations and Vlogmas day number 5. The weirdest flavor. I remember it from last year. The 5th one makes the second row. We started the second row in the box of coffees. This one's called Chocolate Coconut Blizzard. And so there's this really weird coconut twist to it that you're like, what am I tasting? It tastes like a candy bar, like the Almond Joy candy bar. It does. It's very good. Come on in. Let's see. We start out usually with a movie. So now today is going to be on the countdown, number 28. And so it is called The Year Without a Santa Claus. It's a 1974 movie, and they say it's an animation. So it's a comedy for the whole family, TVG, so you can play it for the kids. 1974. When a weary and discouraged Santa Claus considers skipping his Christmas Eve run one year, Mrs. Claus and his elves set out to change his mind. It's got Jules Bass in it, Arthur Rankin Jr. Oh no, those are the directors, I'm sorry. The stars in it are Shirley Booth, Mickey Rooney, Dick Shawn, and George Irving. And it just I think it only has 7.8 stars. So, okay. I have not seen that one either. I haven't seen any of these yet. Although Prancer does definitely make me think I need to see that one. All right, well, there's no Smile Mail today, so I thought that we would go over, or we would dream crochet out of the magazine. This magazine came a little while ago. It's the Crochet World for December, and I went through it quick on one of my addictions. And so I thought I'd pick it up just to see if there was any ornaments in it so that I could use them maybe for Vlogmas. And the only problem with that is you would need the magazine. So I thought, you know what? We'll just give an idea. We'll just take the idea and run with it. So one of the ornaments that they suggested was this stacked ornament. So I was thinking, if you did a flower with 1 row, and then you did a flower with 2 rows, and another one with 3 rows, and you stacked them and sewed them together, you don't even need to go more than 3 or 4, 5 of them, and you would have a little ornament, and it would look like a tree. If you did it in green, you could put little beads on each petal that would look like ornaments. So that's easy enough to give you an idea to do without showing you the pattern. So that was called the stacked flower ornament. But like I said, I think that would be really easy. And you could even put a big bead on the top, like a glass bead on the top. And then, you know, string all the way through and tighten it up and go back down the other way. And so it's tight. And then I also saw these washcloths in here. And they were regular washcloths, just made out of white. Here they are. Regular washcloths made out of just white yarn. And then they did a trim on the top and on the bottom. Now, I was thinking that if you did that with red and green on the top and on the bottom, and what they say to do is to roll them up and then tie them with a bow in the middle, tie them with the same color. It looks like a flower when you lay them in the dish. So you've got your red, and where was the dish here? I was going to show you the dish. You got your red and your green that would show on the edges. And I can't find it. But if you lay them in the dish that way, or, you know, in like in your bathroom, or, oh, here it is. Now, these ones have a blue one in there. But see how when you roll them up, the edging shows, it looks like a flower, like a poinsettia or something. And I'm thinking that would look cute. So you just do a regular washcloth and just do the edge, just the very top and the very bottom, red or green, and then you roll them up and it looks like a flower, and tie them in the center. You don't need a pattern for that. So there's some dream crochet. And I did not work on this dress. I want to show you the dress because I want to make myself accountable for this and get my butt finishing it. So I'm going to show you the dress again. I did the back. I put the button on. I got the sleeves on. And there's some halo on this dress. I did that on purpose because I wanted it to be an old-fashioned Christmas dress. And then the red in it is not real dark. It's not regular Christmas red. It's like a vintage color red. And this yarns, both of these yarns came from Hirschner's. And it's really, really soft. And I need to get going on there. Probably only got about this much more of the red to go. And then, boom, I'll be right into the white again. And then I'm going to put some flowers on the skirt. And something here. Like I said, I think just flowers. But I've got to get working on that this weekend. So I thought I'd share it because some of you will make me accountable for that. And say, hey, did you finish that dress yet? No. And she's here and she's a week old this week. And oh my goodness, we got to get going. You know, so back to Happy Scrappy. I'm going to be talking about Happy Scrappy quite a bit this month because it's snowmen. The theme is, do you want to make a snowman? And you notice I said make because make means knit, crochet, use the fibers and make a snowman. So, you know that yarn I opened the other day? There's some more halo. The Bergère. It is really, really lightweight and so fuzzy. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make some snowman booties out of this. So I started them in the Parker booty pattern, and that is the beginning of one of the souls. So I am doing things. Of course I am. But I was thinking, oh my gosh, how cute to make a pair of snowman booties. And you'll see when I get them done what I mean by that. I'll keep you interested by not telling you everything to begin with. And, speaking of white and snow, I also thought that I would share some of this Crafter's Square yarn, and then you could make a snowman if you want it. So I'm going to send one of these acrylic yarns to the North Pole Express. And then, because yesterday was the way it was, I'm going to send another one of these Crafter's Square to the Reindeer Express. Talk about fibers. Okay, so today we're going to open a square on the Darn Good Yarn Advent calendar. And that will be day number 3 on this one, because we're only doing it every other day. So let's open up a square. Oh, look at it. It's purple. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you're making comments on my Vlogmas every day, can you come up with a Christmas ornament that I could make out of the purple? Or maybe the purple and the green together? Or maybe even the white? So I'm going to put these back in here so I don't lose them. And they are cotton. So if you have a suggestion for the purple yarn. Now see how small that green got? Well, that's because I made something with it. And I didn't use it all up. I'm going to show it to you right now. Okay, are you ready? Now remember, I don't do amigurumi. And this is why I don't. This is why I don't. Okay, so my daughter went crazy and told her boyfriend that she wanted to do the downstairs, the room that they finished on the right-hand side in the downstairs. She wanted to do it in you guessed it, in the Grinch. So, of course, I saw that green yarn come out of the Darn Good Yarn the other day and said, I have to make a Grinch ornament. So, here you go. I made a Grinch ornament. Look at his hair. Oh my gosh, I can't. Anyway, so that's going in my daughter's stocking. And I will share the pattern with you. And Catherine, you have to make one. Okay, now that you're done laughing and stuff and crying. All right, let's get back to normal. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. All right, so the other thing that I was going to make was a snowman sweater out of this blueberry. Yeah, the blueberry latte cakes. And I've picked a pattern. It is the 3-way sweater tutorial. And I'm going to share that link today with you because a couple people already said that they had a skein of this and that they thought they might want to make it with me. So I'm going to make the 3-way with a hood, and I'll link the tutorial below for you guys, so if you want to do it too. So I'm excited about that. I want to get that started too. It's done in pieces, so it's a carry around. You don't have to, like, you can just watch the tutorial for the beginning of the piece, and then you can just turn it off and then do that piece, and then go back later and do the next piece. And why I know is because I've done it before. So it's a lot of fun. I like that one. The hats. How am I doing on the hats? Well, last night we had a little group that we do once in a while, and we were talking for a little while. So I worked on the crochet. Bag O Day crochet is the basis for this pattern. I am only using the stitch pattern from it, and then I'm going to do the top of the hat and the bottom of the hat my own way. So there's the beginning. Well, more than the beginning. That's how far I am on the hat right now. And then I worked on my knitted hat. These are using the Candy Shop Premier yarn in the colorway Twizzler. And that's my spotlight for hats, and more hats for December. And so I worked on both of them. Imagine that. So I worked on this one. Now this one is the, why can't I ever remember the name of it? The grinding, starting grid. It's a pattern by Ross. It smells great yarn. Smell great yarn. Smell great guy. Something like that. I never know what he calls himself. I just say Ross. Anyway, so I finished the border up yesterday, and I started on the body. Now you can't quite see that I've already done 4 rows, but you can see that it's changing. The body's different. It's not just your regular knit stitching. Or yeah, so I'm going. I'm already, like I said, I'm on row 5 already, and did that at lunchtime. So that's exciting. So what else do I have today? I have nothing. I have nothing for you. So I guess we'll just go ahead and pick up my Advent box from Kim, the Crafty Nomad. And we'll reach in here and just take out the next bag in line for day number 5. Most of you have already figured out that I wrote the pattern that I am using to make my Advent scarf. Not all of you, but most of you. And this is the pattern that Claire is wearing that I started with, and it's a bulky 5, and it's made in Scarfy yarn, and it's called Christie's Scarfy. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do that is because we all have that one skein of yarn that we really like. And this will give you a chance. This is my Christmas present to all of you, is this pattern. And you can make it in your favorite yarn. You just have to, if it's bulky 5, it's 28 chains. If it's a 4 or a 3, I suggest 40 chains. If it's fingering, you might want to do the math and figure it out on your own. And but if you want the free pattern, all you have to do is email me and I'll send it to you. And then after Christmas, it will be $1 in my Etsy shop. So That will be my first pattern that I have ever wrote. Okay, so where are we? Bag number 5 is a yarn bee. It's called Must Be Merino. It's 50% acrylic and 50% merino. And it's called Silver Gray. So yarn bee, there's not a lot of yarn bees that I've tried because we don't have a Hobby Lobby. So most of my Hobby Lobbies I've picked up if my husband went out of town, or somebody sent it to me in Smile Mail. This is the softest. Oh my goodness, is this soft. And look at that gray. That's going to be a nice neutral to transition from the last colorways over. So thanks, Kim. This is perfect. Oh, it's so soft. Oh my goodness. I love that. All right. So I will start that skein tonight and get it added on. Let's see how we did with the variegated yarn we got yesterday. So I'm using an H hook, by the way, for the 3 and 4 weight. Because it's not in the pattern that way. The pattern is written for a bulky, so you have to adapt it to the 4 and the 3. So that was day number 1. The lavender was day number 2. The peach was day number 3, which was quite a big section. And then day number 4 was the variegated. So there you have 4 days. And that lacy pattern. And now we're going to add the gray. So yeah, it's going to break it up perfectly. How fun is this? I'm having a ball. I'm having a ball with Vlogmas. I just hope that if you're watching that you have hit the subscribe button, because I'm getting an awful lot of views and I'm thinking, are all of you subscribed? Hit the like so that way it spreads my channel out more. More people can see it if you hit the like. That's what I've been told. Share if you can. And good luck making one of these cuties. They are cute. You just need a little bit of stuffing, so you can use scraps for stuffing. And I did use those safety eyes too, but you don't have to. You could just put the black eye into the yellow part and then sew them on. After you put the black in, you could put them on. So I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye now.